guys, it's Dennis from Yacht Kings Entertainment over here, and I'm with Jason from Weather Routing, Yacht Forecasting and Navigation. And I was just speaking to him and just learned a little bit about the company, and I found it so interesting. But I'm going to let him tell you how this company navigates and forecasts for trips from yachts going from coast to coast or Bahamas or the islands. So Jason, tell us a little bit exactly how Weather Routing does that, and then how you follow the customers to make sure that they get there.
Sure. Well, we do personalized forecasting and routing for yachts and cargo ships and cruise ships all around the world, not just along the East Coast, but wherever they want to go. Somebody calls in, says, hey, I've got a trip planned from this point to this point. We're thinking about leaving on this day. What do you guys think? And we'll put our expertise. We've got 60 meteorologists on staff. We all collaborate on forecasts, and we do our best to accommodate, but we're not going to change anything. We just work off the data and our analysis, and basically give it looks good, and maybe not, maybe you want to delay, or listen, we can't validate this trip, we don't recommend going. Obviously the decision always falls on the captain as to whether or not they go or not, but we offer our expertise and our opinion on whether or not they should go and which way they should go. We route via what the captain either plans to do, or we put our own touch on it. We'll offer ports to stop in along the way if maybe they can make some forward progress but not make their entire trip. And then we monitor everybody that's on board twice a day. We have a forecaster go over their forecast to make sure everything is still accurate and holding. If it's not, we reach out to the client and say, hey, listen, some things have changed. We offer them a complimentary changed forecast if things are dramatically different over the first 3 days until things go into the long range. And we constantly monitor anybody that's on staff. I spoke to a guy that was out in the Marshall Islands last week, called in, had an emergency, had a squall to his south, needed to find somewhere to go just to get out of the squall. I routed him to a small atoll and got him bunkered down for a couple of days before he was able to progress and move on. But that's what we do. We do personalized forecasting per vessel, per trip, and monitor them as they go.
Is this based on the seas and the size of the boat?
It's based on what the captains tell us their weather constraints are, whether their winds and sea and swell constraints are, and we use that to base whether or not the trip appears to be valid or not valid via what they tell us. So it's all what the captain tells us is their weather constraints, what they're comfortable or safe in.
Well, that's really, really interesting. WRI with Yacht Forecasting and Navigation to plan your whole trip. Dennis Foster, Yacht Kings Entertainment.